Alex Becker, the poop joke god, and the guy with over 1 million subscribers that talks about crypto gaming coins taking over the world, has gone ahead and made a brand new video about 7 crypto coins that will 23x by 2025. He's saying it's still early. Dump Bitcoin and buy these. Quite fascinating title, right? I wanted to go ahead and give my unique perspective as someone that has been full-time, I'm talking about a lot of hours, way more than 40, every single week, dedicated to just researching gaming coins and positioning. My reaction to Alex Becker's video and maybe a little bit more details to prepare you for the upcoming gaming bull market. Yep, it's time. So one thing I want to go ahead and say before I go too deep into it is Alex Becker does openly disclose his advisory and investments. It's important to note that I am also advising. I could be working with some of these chains. In one way or another, there might be, a conflict. So I want to go ahead and make sure I disclose if there is such a thing. If you wanted to know what Alex Becker is personally investing and advising in, this is the current list. You can pause the video. It's actually pretty long. I'm not going to go over every single one of these coins. I am more so going to focus on the ones that he talked about in his most recent video. I feel that's a lot more relevant to this. So let's go ahead and get into it. First coin he talks about on his video is 𝐼MX. Very interesting, very interesting. He says the two infrastructure coins that I think are the most banger plays are 𝐼MX and Beam. Now, of course, 𝐼MX currently being the largest gaming coins in terms of market cap seems like a surefire bet, right? I think we can all agree on that. I actually think, so here's some context on what's been going on with 𝐼MX. 𝐼MX has been struggling a little bit from the gaming standpoint, has a ton of games that are being built on there, probably the most games out of any other gaming chain. They just haven't had a massive success just yet. They also got hit with a Wells notice by the SEC. However, because everybody's upset at the SEC and 18 US states have sued Gary Gensler, he's the SEC chairman, I don't really think any of this is going to materialize. It's not like it's something unique to 𝐼MX. It's been something that a lot of cryptocurrencies have unfortunately had to deal with. And so while I don't think this Wells notice is going to end anytime soon, I do think that it is creating a bottom opportunity for 𝐼MX. And if the largest gaming coin can go ahead and pump, that only means that more liquidity can trickle down to some of these smaller altcoins. So I do agree, 𝐼MX is a surefire bet. I do think that, while 𝐼MX is awesome, I'm not saying it's the top gaming coin. I think there may be gaming coins that will inevitably replace 𝐼MX. But in terms of the safety score, I would put it at probably like an 8 out of 10 in terms of super speculation score. Beam is the next one. This one's at $1 billion market cap. Had a crazy pump at the beginning of the year. 145% still up over the year and is actually not that far out. This one is similar to Super for me. So Superverse is a gaming coin that Alex Becker loves talking about a lot. It's essentially a culture coin, and we all know about the meme coin super cycle. There's just so much volume coming into meme coins. Beam reminds me a little bit of that. They have a ton of money that they've invested into different projects. They have like a $100 million fund, enormous. And so that's led them to do infrastructure, and they've gotten some hype. I don't really think their infra is that great, but I do think that they will have the network effect of all their investments culminate to being a successful project. I, these days, don't really own much Beam, but nonetheless, it is definitely one of the bigger gaming coins and is something that is worth mentioning. The next one that Alex Becker talks about is Superverse. Superverse is that culture coin. He says Elio is doing some awesome stuff. The team is a no-brainer. He does, however, mention the fact that if you look at the all-time chart, you're going to notice that there was an enormous pump in the beginning and then it dumped to oblivion. And that's because of investor unlocks. At the end of this bull cycle, there is going to be a lot of dumping. You're going to want to sell everything before the end of 2025, most likely. I mean, at least that's what I'm trying to do. We have to secure our profits before the end of the cycle, because when the investors get their money, they're going to be dumping a heck of a lot of tokens. They are up a good amount of money, and they're going to continue to dump these coins. It's just what happens every single bull cycle. These guys get vesting in the bear market, and they dump the heck out of these coins. That's why you see these enormous price drops from what was $4.20 all the way down to, what is this, like 8 cents? 7 cents, even lower. Like absolutely crazy drops for this crypto. It's still down 71%. So please don't be holding those bear market coins. Superverse has partnerships with most projects. I'm very bullish on Superverse because of their culture coin aspect. Meme coins are going to carry this thing to a multi-billion-dollar market cap. So I'm very bullish on what Superverse is doing. I agree. Ronin is the next one. He says that in terms of some of the other coins, because he says, first off, IMX Beam, no-brainers. Superverse, next. And then after that, we go to Ronin. Ronin has right now the Asia narrative. They have a ton of people in the Philippines. Remember, Axie Infinity really turned the world around. Southeast Asia is a market I am very bullish on for crypto. I am starting to lean more to the US. I think a lot of the innovation is going to come to the US as a result of what just happened with the elections. The US narrative is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. However, there is still a place in this world for Ronin. Absolutely. What's the problem though? Like, why hasn't Ronin been pumping lately? Why is the price of Ronin down this much from the beginning of the year? Because it's still up 81%, but you look at the top, it was at $4.20. One, the hype for gaming coins has, of course, died down just a bit. I mean, you could see it through the market cap. Second, they're staking APR, right? For staking with validators. So you stake with a validator, you get extra Ronin coins. People are dumping those coins on the market. The FDV is 1.5 billion. Market cap is 500 million. You're going to have some unlocks. So I'm very bullish on what Ronin is building. I think this one is also a pretty surefire bet. I do edge out on some other ecosystems only because I think the narrative is shifting, but Ronin will absolutely have a place in top 10 gaming coins. Absolute no-brainer of a play. Agreed. Apecoin is the next one. This is where I start to disagree with Alex Becker. Apecoin to me is not really a gaming coin. It is a meme coin chain. That's what I think it is. So they went to Arbitrum Orbit about a month ago. I think it's been less than a month at this point. And the Apecoin price went parabolic. It went from under $1 all the way to, I mean, you could see it from his chart. It just went crazy. And then they had that correction back down because the meme coins didn't end up getting that much traction. That's just what ended up happening. I'm not actually very bullish on Yuga Labs' collection, Bored Ape Yacht Club. I'm much more bullish on Pudgy Penguins. Pudgy Penguins, in my opinion, are going to be the biggest NFT collection of this bull cycle. At least that's the way it's shaping out to be. Bored Ape Yacht Club just hasn't really gotten the same hype it got before. Their gaming division kind of died down. So I personally don't really see Apecoin being that great other than the meme potential that it just had. So I don't really agree with them with Apecoin, but I mean, hey, you know, I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong. 𝐾𝐢𝐬𝐜, we're getting to the more speculative coins now. 𝐾𝐢𝐬𝐜, he has a big investment into it. He said that it's got a 500 mil FDV, so huge FDV. However, this is a coin that I'm also bullish on and I'm also invested into. So full disclosure there. This coin has a big FDV. There's going to be unlocks at the end of this bull cycle, and that's going to suck for people that hold in the bear market. I'm going to be dumping in the bear market. Just full disclosure there. But I'm not going to be dumping in the bull market most likely because I'm not going to have my coins. So what's going to happen is I think there's going to be a short squeeze here coming into this bull cycle. They're an infrastructure project. Their case study is this game called My Pet Hooligan. You can play right now on the Epic Games Store. There's not a crazy player base, but nonetheless, this being an infrastructure project, they're going into AI. They have some pretty cool stuff coming out. I am bullish on Karrat coin, so as long as you get it before the bear market, good for you. That's pretty much it. Next one is Illuvium. It's at $37 right now. I think, actually, no, this has to be higher. He had to record. Yeah, it's at $42 today. So this one's interesting because they had what was essentially their full release. No one really played it. So I don't know. I mean, they were saying they were the coolest crypto game ever that looked the best in the world. But I mean, I've been trying to help this Illuvium thing. Like I covered Illuvium a couple of times, but I'm not having fun playing Illuvium. It's just not my game. And I feel like the niche, it's too much of a micro niche to get any sort of traction. I know that they're going for, you know, the 3-game interoperable, blockchain, agnostic, you know, all the big buzzwords, right? They pumped a lot back in 21 because of their staking APRs. The people were making a lot of money through staking. That's why people bought up so much Illuvium. They went absolutely insane. And that's why it also went down just as fast, because once the staking was kind of up, and the market started going down, people started dumping their coins. And it went all the way back down to where it started. So I'm not that bullish on Illuvium. I don't hold any Illuvium at all. It's not an ecosystem for me. It definitely has a more attractive FDV to market cap ratio. So if you're into that, that's great. He also disclosed that this is one of his smaller holdings. I don't personally hold any Illuvium though. The next thing he went ahead and commented on wasn't directly on this video, but it was on one of my replies. So shout out to me for looking for the alpha. I went ahead and tweeted out top mobile crypto games. Which ones are we betting on? He said Mavia, and then Wagmi has good stuff. Now, of course, go back to this little sheet. I don't see, is there a Mavia here? I'm not sure if there's a Mavia, but I think he might be invested in Mavia in some way or another. He did go ahead and disclose Wagmi games though. So he definitely is owning or discussing Wagmi. I think also Mavia though, I'm pretty sure. So if you look at the chart for Mavia, it went parabolic at the beginning of the year. This was one of the trendsetters. We actually sold a lot of coins at like $8, $9. I mean, this was publicly disclosed. We absolutely killed it on Mavia. One of our greatest trades. We actually held the #1 guild in the United States for 3 to 4 months straight until I got bored and stopped playing the game. Pretty much. That's pretty much what happened. This is Clash of Clans on the blockchain. That's all it is. And so, am I extremely bullish on this thing going to billions of dollars worth of market cap? Not right now. Not that much. I am short-term bullish because I mean, how are you going to be bearish on anything, right? Absolutely can run. But this is definitely not something that I'm going to say is going to be an absolute surefire moonshot. This is very highly speculative. They had some success in the beginning of the year. It's died off a lot, so we'll have to see where the next marketing campaign ends them. If it's a success, then this coin is going to moon. If it is not a success, then we're going to see a lot of what we're just seeing right now in this chart. So we'll have to see. I'm not bearish on this coin by any means, but it is definitely one that is very much 50-50 right now, and I have no idea whether or not it will be a success long term. Wagmi Games, however, paints a different picture. Look at this chart. I mean, it looks beautiful. It's a sexy chart. I have spoken extensively with their team over the course of the bear market. I'm very bullish on this team. This is a team that gets what it takes to be successful in the crypto industry. I'm still surprised they're at this valuation. They should be a $100 million coin at least. I'm very bullish on what Wagmi Games is building. Their ticker sucks though, so I will say, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but who names a coin Wagmi Games? It's all good though. Hopefully that changes in the future. I'm very bullish on the coin because of where their direction is going. The team is filled with a bunch of nerds that want to build a universe of lore. I'm bullish on building IP. They've got these comic book NFTs that I actually like the idea of. And starting on December 12th, they're going to be redefining their entire game. So pretty much the big announcement for the enormous launch for this thing. And he's saying a brand new IP with a Netflix-worthy story is going to be coming on December 12th. So people are buying in before this December 12th announcement. I actually agree with this sentiment. And you know, I have a small position of Wagmi. That's just, you know, it is what it is. We haven't really worked with them, but I'm still very bullish on what Wagmi has built, and I continue to see good things coming from them. So good things from me. This is pretty much the Alex Becker video. Like the video? Well, if you did, go ahead, like and subscribe, and I'll leave another video for you to watch. See you guys in the next one.